Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 192.
1 plus 1 plus 45 plus 40 plus 2 plus 3 plus 50 plus 25 plus 20 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 192. Cuz math.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, people.
And a special hello to anybody that's new.
Yes.
Our subscriber count is creeping up, and we appreciate that. And we hope that if you are new, that you continue to see things that you enjoy, that inspire you, that enable you, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
We've had a
Busy week.
busy week, more or less.
Yeah.
Ending with even today's events. But the highlight of our week was on Thursday.
Yes.
We took a drive to Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio.
Yes.
And we had framing to pick up, which you're going to see in a bit. And we had framing to drop off.
Yes.
And
very exciting times.
it was a nice drive up. Not as nice as the prior trip.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
We had rain off and on.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. It keeps you on your toes, you know?
yeah, and Stephanie drove very safely. It takes about 2 hours, as we've said, to get up there, and we visit for a little bit, and then 2 hours home. It is really an all-day adventure. And we
It's
appreciate
always an adventure with you, Pam.
we appreciate all the help that Paula gives us with our framing. And we saw a couple of people that watch our channel who happened in, and that was fun.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of funny to me and endearing that Paula has our channel running.
Yes. On the big screen.
On the big screen in the back room.
Yeah.
While we're there.
Right.
So it's kind of like if
it's a bit confusing sometimes.
I'm kind of
looking
like,
for
I hear Stephanie. Where is she?
Why is she so
loud? That's right. She's on the TV.
Yes.
But it was a big day.
Yeah.
We've got some lovely finishing framing to show you.
Yes.
And like I said, we left, how many things did we leave up there?
5.
We left 5 pieces with Paula. So
3 of mine and 2 of Pam.
Yep. And so anyway, that was a big event. We've ended the week just this afternoon by replacing a very old laptop computer. It's really showing signs that it really wants to die.
Yes. It's on its last legs.
And so we are getting our new computer mailed to us on Tuesday, and we're going to set up some classes. And
I mean, classes is a stretch. It's more like
it's just a get you started kind of deal.
It's more like with Geeks
right?
Club, so
and then that way we will hopefully not have some of the little glitches with our laptop that we've been having.
It's very slow,
and
I'm very much looking forward to it.
You know, when you it's extended its usefulness. Beyond. So
the relationship no longer serves us with the computer. This is true.
Last night, what did we do?
We went over to Lisa's.
Yep.
Lisa of Stitching the Dream, Lisa.
Right.
And she has time and time again over the last year opened her home for the Whistle Stop crew, Crackpot crew, whatever you want to call us. We'll answer to it. And so the majority of us were there. There were a couple girls that were unable to come, but that is such life. And so thank you to Lisa publicly for having us over. We had a great time.
Very, very nice.
It's always nice to see the girls. And we had a lovely chili dinner. And then Lisa's newest, well, I don't know which one is technically older, but she had 2 grandkids born in December.
Yeah.
And the last time we were there, they were about ready to pop. So it was very fun to see one of the babies. So that was really, really good time. So we had a lovely, lovely evening.
Yep. And so publicly, thank you. And publicly, great to see everybody again.
Yes.
We could.
Yes.
All right. That takes us to...
There's no Stitch Harmony this week.
Nope, there's no Stitch Harmony this week. And that just happens every once in a while.
Yep.
So
if you
hopefully
are new here and you have no idea what Stitch Harmony is, it's our attempt to connect stitches together. So if you are living somewhere and you would like our help in finding you a stitchy friend, then comment down below, use the hashtag Stitch Harmony, and we will pick a comment every week if we have one.
There you go.
So just tell us your name and where you live, and we'll take it from there.
That's right.
Okay? Okay.
All right. So Pam's pinned comment came to us a few days ago from...
What is Pam's pinned comment, Pam?
Pam's pinned comment is the one comment of all the wonderful comments we got last week that tickles
your
my
fancy.
And this one is...
I wish there was a feather sound effect.
A feather? Oh, like a tickling? We could have a giggling. Anyway. you'd be the whole episode doing sound effects.
I know. I need a soundboard.
Anyway, this gal has been with us for... practically the whole time we've been doing videos. Yes. And that is Edwina Bang. Hi, Edwina.
Hello.
And just the way she wrote this, I just thought it was
really
hysterical.
funny. Yes.
Because if you remember some of our pronunciation challenges last week,
yes,
she wrote, why is boatswain pronounced bosun? Haha. Why is Greenwich pronounced Greenwich? English is a strange language.
It is.
Why do we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway?
Great question.
So, leaving that open for whatever might come down. Thank you, Edwina. Your comment was pinned at the top, like I said, of all the wonderful comments we got after last week's video. And that one just made me smile.
It
so
tickled her fancy. Yes, it did.
That's why it's Pam's pinned comment.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
Okay.
Okay. So, for those of you that do not know, we are doing a little competition situation within our Whistle Stop group. And that's like it's us two and then 7 other local stitchers here. We've been friends since I can remember. And, so Katie, hi Andy! Hi. So Katie is, the engineer of the group. And for those of you that know engineers, you know what I mean by that. And so she came up with this idea called the Whip It Good Challenge, where basically we work on whips all year. And no new starts. However, there are some exceptions. So anytime that like we are together or would be together for a like retreat or event or something like StitchCon or Whistle Stop or Stitch Away, or any of these events that we usually go to throughout the year, we're allowed to start then. But then randomly throughout the year,
she throws us a new start.
Katie just throws us a lifesaver and says, have a new start.
Have a new start.
And Katie loves all things Irish and loves St. Patrick's Day and said, everybody have a start between the 10th of March and the 17th of March, which is St. Patrick's Day, which is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Andy's birthday was in there somewhere too. So.
Yes, I think Andy's birthday was the 10th.
Yeah.
I think.
So it was anywhere between Andy's birthday and St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. And so, I decided to have a new start. I mean, it's not required by any means, but, if I'm given an opportunity to have a new start, I'm going to take it. And so this, as much of the rest of my pile over here, my new start is inspired by, enabled by Elizabeth Ann from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She's my spirit animal. Hello, Elizabeth Ann. I love you. And so, she stitches beautiful, beautiful things. And everything that she shows on her channel, I want to reach through the television and put it in my home. She's lucky that we live very far away from each other, because I would break into her home and steal all of her cross stitch. But anyway, so this one was inspired by her, and so I decided that this was going to be my new start. And this is from the Bells on Christmas Day book by Blackbird Designs. This book is still in print. So, and the chart that I started is the namesake of the book, and that is the Bells on Christmas Day. And the chart calls for, just so I double check, make sure, it uses Weeks, Classical Works, and Gentle Arts to be stitched on 36 count Oaken by Picture This Plus. I am doing everything as called for, threads and fabric. And so, I started mine on Friday. So I worked on a little bit Friday night, and then yesterday I took it to Lisa's, and then I worked on a little bit today. And I started in the upper left-hand corner as opposed to center. So I started up here so I could work on the border. And so I did this whole leafy border here. And so I am using 1 strand over 2 on 36 count again. And it's still my Q snap because I'm going to keep working on it for a little while. And that is how much I have done. That is how tall the whole sampler is. And I love it. I love it so freaking much. I love it so much. And it's just so good.
Very pretty.
I love 36 count 1 over 2. I love it so much. So, I know that I have other things that I there's no need about it, but that I have scheduled that I need to work on. But I am loving this very, very much. And so
I told her this afternoon, I said, there's no cross-stitch police.
Correct.
Do what you want to do.
So, I mean, yes, I have goals for 2021 and all that. I'm not by any means throwing any of those out of the window. Don't worry.
No, don't panic.
But, like, I literally, like...
Isn't it great, though, that when you pick up a project and you just love it.
Right.
And you just say, I'm not going to sleep. I'm just going to keep stitching on this.
So much.
And with daylight savings, what we have here in the States as daylight savings.
I lost a whole hour of stitching.
She lost, yeah.
I did.
Well, no, you gained. If it's daylight, no, wait a minute.
Not in the spring. You
spring
forward.
Ahead, fall back, so you lose an hour.
Yes. So,
yeah.
I lost a whole hour stitching time, but that's okay.
Our kitchen clock now reads correctly.
Yep, it does.
Because I don't,
we don't get up and change it.
So
I'm going to work on that for a little bit. I did, because Katie and Andy came over today, and I do have my next round of Our Lasting Friendship, so I do need to get that done, but I really want to work on this for the rest of the day today, at least. Maybe I'll start Our Lasting Friendship tomorrow night. Who knows? But anyway. And then I had a miniature finish. So my 2 large projects for 2021, which are my focus pieces, I should say. One of them is Santa's Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is what it will look like when it is done. And my original goal was a block a month. February being the short month, coupled with all of the work I had to do for Expo, I didn't meet my monthly goal for that. And you know what? It's okay. It's fine.
The world is not going to come to an end.
Correct. So it is what it is.
Right.
There's a part of me that is just like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to call the rest of February a wash or March a wash.
And come back to,
and come back to both my big projects in April.
Take a vacay.
Take a little.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is, but vacay works. So anyway, I finished the first block in January. And then, and I started up at the top with Santa's house. And then the second block is Poinsettia Place. And I am stitching this all together on one piece. And the fabric I'm using is 40 count Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigart. And using 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads. And I finished Poinsettia Place. So, that's Poinsettia Place. That's Santa's house. And so this will be...
Yep.
Yes, what is done.
4 across, 3 down?
4 across, 3 down. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And it's so freaking cute. I said to Paula on Thursday, I said, I can't wait to bring this to you next year. I can't wait. Because I want this to, just ooze Christmas.
Yeah.
So I want a red and green layered frame, the whole 9. I want it red and green everywhere.
Yeah.
And, so that's exciting. And I really did enjoy this block very, very, very much so. And so then that means that the next block is one I'm super looking forward to, and it is the North Pole Post Office.
Cute.
Look at the little mail.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Freaking cute. And I get to use, so I think I've mentioned this when I've talked about this project before, but each pattern calls for like 1 or 2, sometimes 3 overdyes, and that's the only block they're used in. So, like in Poinsettia Place, I use Shutter Green for the green on the house. I won't use that again in any other block. So, and then there's DMCs that carry throughout as well. And there's 2 overdyed reds in this. So I'm really excited about that. And then I wanted to share this little mini pro tip with you guys. So, I don't shy away from white stitches as much as I think on average people do. I don't mind stitching in white. It doesn't really bother me. But one thing that I do not enjoy very much is snowflakes, which is hilarious since I'm stitching this project. You know, all those, like, there's so many snowflakes in this project.
Yeah.
And the thing that, like, for whatever reason blocked my brain is, like, how do I attack this snowflake? Like, where do I start? Where do I go?
Yeah.
How do I do it?
I think that's a very valid concern.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
I do.
And so a lot of the snowflakes are the same throughout, right? And so what I started doing with this with Poinsettia Place, and then I'll do it for every block as they go, is I take the like the small ones, those are fine. That's not a big deal. But like the bigger ones, those are the ones I'm like, where do I go? Where do I start? All the things. So I literally, like, I make a working copy of the chart, and then I sit there with a pencil and I block it out, whether it's into 2 sections, 3 sections, however many sections based on the size of the snowflake. So don't freak out. This is just the corner of the chart. It's not the whole chart. So and then I'm going to keep these pieces of paper for the next blocks. So if you can see that, so like this particular snowflake, I broke up into 3. So I did this section first, then the middle section, and then the third section. And like this one.
Is that focused?
Now it is.
Okay.
And then like this one, I broke into 2 sections, and this one into 3 sections. So, and the pink highlighter is because I finished them.
So after each section, you bury it and start again?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. So like for this particular one, I went and did this section over here and then tied it off. And then I went back up here and did that section.
Okay.
So it was 2 halves, more or less. So like and this was so helpful. I was like, okay, now I feel like I can do this now. And not that I couldn't do it before, but I hate that just like sitting there staring at the chart, like, where do I go next situation.
Yeah.
So
and being aware that you don't want to carry overly much. So.
Correct. I'm a super, super ridiculous don't carry kind of person.
Yeah.
So, like when I stitch an alphabet or any letters, I always tie it off after every letter.
Yeah.
And people think I'm insane for that.
No, I don't think you're insane.
Well, I appreciate that, Pam.
The acorn doesn't fall too far from the
tree. It does not. It does not. No, ma'am. So those are what I worked on this week. And so next week, I will work on Our Lasting Friendship so I can get that done. And then I will probably start on my March block of Year at Hawthorne Hollow. So that's what I'm going to do.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you stitch on this week, Pam?
Well, I took advantage of the opportunity for a new start. And this was another one that Stephanie kitted up for me for Christmas. This past Christmas.
2021.
As opposed to the other whip that I'm going to show you that was a couple of Christmases ago. She gifted to me. But this was Christmas 2020.
Yes, it was.
And take it out of the plastic so you don't get the glare.
Yes.
But this is a By the Bay needle art that's been in my stash for several years. And I've just always wanted to stitch it. And it's called New England Whaling Waters. And I'm a big, I have a large interest in
Whales.
New England whaling, traditional Moby Dick kind of style, you know. And so she knew that I wanted to start this, and so she took everything to the shop and kitted it up and picked out fabric that ended up being perfect for it.
So what I ended up doing with a lot of projects for Christmas for Pam was that I actually shopped for fabric in our stash. You know, with all the fabric clubs and stuff that were in, and then found ones that would work and put them with it.
So what is this?
This is 32 count Ren.
Okay.
Picture This Plus.
So I got a good start on it. It's on Ren, like she said, 32, which I love. That's my happy place.
Yep.
And it's a middle start.
Yep.
And
all the called for colors, yes.
all the called for colors, except for a couple of overdyes, they're all DMC.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep,
But
there's
this-
only 2 weeks colors.
This is my start, so that's basically the horizon line. So that little boat is supposed to be as if it's in the distance.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
And then the light blue is the whale's plume. So the whale is going to make his appearance below the horizon line, and then you see the shore with the little tree and the lighthouse at the top of the hill and the seagull in the sky.
Yes.
And so
That's very exciting.
This goes into my whips.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun getting that started.
Did you?
I did.
Good.
So that was one of the things I worked on.
Yep. You just worked on that like on the 10th, right? When you started.
Yeah, like a few hours.
Yeah.
Like a few hours.
A few hours.
And then I wanted to get going on my second March WIPGO piece.
Yeah.
And that is Lady Justice from Mirabilia.
She's so great.
And this is on 32 count Graceful Gray with all the called fors with one small exception.
Yes.
And I'll tell you about that in a sec.
You guys.
This was all kitted up and gifted to me by Stephanie 2 Christmases ago.
Yes.
And
it's so good.
I'm really enjoying this.
It's so good.
that's another instance where you just pick it up and you just it's
don't want to put it down.
It's super fun.
Are you ready?
So here she is.
Dead.
Remember last week we had the whole discussion about what the handle of the sword was. So clearly the hilt is in.
The hilt is in.
As well as the blade. Now there were 2 Krynics that were called for.
And
they were both number 4 braid. Oops. So one was the scales, the 2 little pans from the scales, dishes or whatever they're called. And they were kind of a bluish. And I was able to put those in fine. And then I thought, okay. And the hilt was in that same dark blue.
Yes, it was.
Silver. And so I thought, okay, let's start attacking this sword. Well, she mistook the specifications and got the Krynic filament, which is not what you want typically when you're using it for X's, right? No. So I looked to see what we might have had in our stash. We didn't have any in the box of all the Krynic, and she checked. Keepsakes didn't have it in stock, and we were planning our trip up to Findlay, up to Craft Gallery.
Right.
So we get up, and I said, let's not order it online yet, because let's see if Paula might have it. So we go up to Craft Gallery, and I'm walking around, and I don't see any Krynic. And I said, Paula, where did you put your Krynic? And she said that her customers basically find Krynic to be difficult to use. And so pretty much she stopped promoting Krynick, and she is using Petite Treasure Braid.
Yeah,
So
from Rainbow Gallery.
From Rainbow Gallery. She took me over to the wall, and I brought home 2 different Petite Treasure Braids that looked silvery.
Yes.
And I just said, Stephanie, which one do you want me to try first? We picked one that had less of a blackish undertone to it.
Yeah.
It was pure silver.
Yep.
And I said, okay, here goes. And it went in great. So that's what the sword is. It's Petite Treasure Braid, and I don't know the number. If somebody wants to know, they can message me. But that's all done. Now, it will be back stitched.
Right.
So it will show up a little bit.
Are you going to wait till the very end to do the back stitch? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there she is so far.
Isn't she lovely?
Isn't
she lovely?
Yeah. And there's a lot ahead. I mean, all the beads, of course, which are in the project bag as well. I am going to put another week into this.
Woo!
And we are in the middle of WIPGO weekend today.
Yeah, we are.
So
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
We are.
So nothing much changes because it's WIPGO weekend for me.
No.
Because I finished the turkey, which was my other March project.
Right.
And you saw that last week. So it's all about Lady Justice for me.
All about the justice.
All about Lady Justice for me. I only took it out of the Q-snap so that I could talk to you and show you the sword.
It's so grand.
And that cuts to the truth. So there you go. So that's what I've been stitching on this week.
Wasn't that lovely? So those are our whips of the week.
There you go.
Yeah. Love that.
Okay.
Love that for us.
We're going to do this next?
Yep.
Oh boy. So, go.
Okay. So before we show you what we brought back from Craft Gallery, I do want to talk about Devette.
Oh yeah. So Devette is
a viewer, and
yes.
she, I do believe, lives in Alabama.
Really? She doesn't live in Ohio?
No, she travels to Alabama often, and she always has cats in her van.
Oh.
She also stops into Keepsakes. I've seen her before.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you must have talked to her more than I did. I thought I chatted with her quite a bit, but
me and Devette have a thing, okay?
Okay.
Anywho, so she must not live in Alabama. That doesn't make any sense. But there's Alabama in there, right? Isn't that right, Devette? And, I
don't know.
And she always has cats in her van, though.
Okay.
I know this for a fact, because I've seen them.
Facts.
Facts.
All about facts.
All about facts. And so...
She's probably giggling at us.
She's probably rolling her eyes at us and wondering why she continues to watch us. Anyway, she brought us a gift.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to show you all the gift. And this is... and she said to me, when she handed it to me, she's like, I don't know if you're able to get this in your grocery store, and we are unable to. So I'd never seen this before. I wanted to tell you that, Devette. And this is Sanders, or Sanders's, America's Original Gourmet Topping, and this is a 2-pack ice cream topper.
Listen.
Situation.
Listen, this is got our name on it.
Do you see that? Milk chocolate hot fudge.
Oh my goodness.
And classic caramel.
Oh my goodness. Let's open it.
Okay. Now I have Isn't She Lovely?
Yeah.
Earworm. Now, I don't know if Devette wrapped this or not, or if it came like this. I feel like it came like this.
It's pretty good wrapping.
I mean, whatever it is, it's good. But if you wrapped it, Devette, you should work at one of those Christmas wrapping places. Dang. Okay.
Oh.
You guys want to see, or?
Yeah. There you go. 2 jars.
I hope that's a screen grab.
Wouldn't that be good?
Oh my gosh, looks so good. America.
Oh. There you go. There you go. Yeah, let me see.
You take the caramel.
Okay. Sanders Fine Chocolates, America's Original Gourmet Dessert Topping, Classic Caramel, gluten-free if you care.
It is. And she lives in Michigan. I don't know.
Just name any state, Stephanie.
Well, this comes from Michigan, so that's why I'm thinking. Manufactured by Sanders. They have a YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Stop it. SandersCandy.com. 1-800-651-17.
1-800. Let's have some.
1-800-SAVE-ONO. Pick up the phone. The call is for you. Isn't this amazing? No. Don't open it, Pam.
Fortunately, the lid is sealed.
Do not open it.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Oh, this looks so good. I think it's time to make brownie sundaes.
Okay. You're not going to get a no from me, that's for sure. So thank you so much, Tibet. Regardless of where you live, we love you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the reason for our trip was clearly to pick up framing.
Yes.
And someone from here had gone up to pick up their framing and said they had seen yours on the wall, and
mine are piddly compared to yours.
Just about dropped their teeth.
Sounds awful.
Well, show yours.
No, let's just show yours.
No, show yours.
Okay, that's fine. So I had 3 smaller pieces that I took up there. This was probably a month, 6 weeks ago now. At this point, it was after the first of the year. Anyway, and took these up there, and so these are the 3 that I brought back. And so the first one is "Baby It's Cold Outside" by Heartstrings Samplery, and this was stitched in honor of our sweet friend Leanne. Not everyone, but if you felt so inclined to start it. It's been over a year since she passed away. This is Leanne, Barb's best friend from Lost and Floss. And so a stitch along was put together, and I joined that stitch along and then finished the piece. And I knew I wanted to get it framed immediately, so so I could have it on my wall. And so this is stitched 32 count sampler gold by Color and Cotton, and it is stitched in all of the called for colors except for the green of the trees. That I changed. I did add the commas and apostrophes where applicable that were not charted, and I did add the cardinals, but here it is. And I knew, no shade to anybody, but I knew I didn't want a white frame. I knew that I wanted like a frame that was like this chocolate brown color to match the words up here. And so that is what I did. And you can see it's got a little bit like a divot in it. And then I added both of these cardinals in remembrance of Leanne. And because they say that like when a cardinal appears, then there's someone's thinking about you. That has passed. And so one is for Barb and one's for Leanne. And it reminds me of the beauty of true friendship. And yeah. So I absolutely love it. I love the frame. Paula did an exceptional job per usual. Yep. And then we have project labels, and I will add one to the back of this that says "Stitched in Memory of Leanne."
Right. She uses non-reflective glass as her default.
This is the glass information.
It's not, you know, it's so
called True View.
Yeah, it's so good because I have gone in there to pick up framing. I'm used to it now, but when I wasn't used to it, you would literally go like you wanted to touch it because you thought there was no glass there.
Very true.
And it's just amazing. So
it is. It is. And okay, then next, this was a Stitch Away start in 2018, I think. And then I was going through my whips and realized how little I had left on it, and I was like, just finish it. And so this is Dorothy's Discovery by Silver Creek Samplers, stitched on 32 counts antique ivory linen that I think we just had in our stash. And it is stitched with all of the called for fibers, with a couple exceptions, which I'll explain when I show it. So this is Dorothy's Discovery. And so the changes that I made were in the skin tone color. The charted color looked far too similar to the fabric, and it just didn't look like flesh, frankly, and so I changed that. And then her shoes I did as charted. Her shoes are Petite Treasure Braid. So yeah, everything else is the same as called for.
But you added the second bird.
I added the second bird over here, and that replaced the little baby Emerald City that was up there. I just didn't particularly like it myself, so I took that off and finished it in 2020. I forgot I finished it in 2020, honestly. That's fine. And when I picked the frame out, I was really worried about this one going up there. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna what I didn't know what to do. And then I found this, and I like how I love this frame for it. I think it's perfect for it. But I like how, see, there's like little lines here and here and here and here, and they kind of look like little bricks. Like they remind me of the Yellow Brick Road. So, yep. And so thank you, when you come into our house, and you come in the laundry room, so it's garage, laundry room, and then the hallway, and there's we have hall closets, the 2 sliding doors for our hall closets, and there's a little skinny piece of wall right there, and I have my Fiddlesticks AU There's No Place Like Home hanging up there, and so this one is going to go underneath it.
Yep.
So that's fun. So that's that one. And then my third piece that I got, which when we posted our framing choices before we got them, when we picked them out, this was the overwhelming, everyone was freaking out about this. So this one is Boo Tree by The Primitive Hare, and it is stitched on 32 count Queen Anne's lace Dublin. This was also a Mania start from 2018, and it's obviously now finished. Stitched 2/2, and I didn't make any changes to this at all. I don't think.
Did you change the green?
No, the part, it was mischarted.
Oh,
it was the wrong symbol.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
So this is Boo Tree. And I love this frame.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yes. So just the right amount of spooky, you know?
Right.
So.
Yep.
I love it. I love the coverage of the boot. I love all the things. It's so good. So.
Very, very beautiful.
Thank you. Very spooky. It will look good on the wall behind us come Halloween time. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not bad at cross stitch, you know? Yep.
Very good.
So those are my 3 that I brought home. And the 3 that I took up this weekend were, this week were Autumn Bird by Satsuma Street, the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries National Parks birthday thing from the first one that they did, and then I also took up the Far Better Things Ahead from Pine Mountain Design. So those are the 3 I took up. So we'll show those, of course, to you when they come home.
Absolutely.
So Pam, let's see it.
Okay, so I'm going to be very careful.
Yes, I'll help you. This is Pam's mane.
This is Pam's mane, and if you are new, I'll say this before I flip it.
Yes.
When we began our relationship with Twin Peak Primitives,
yes,
very early on, before we went to the Netherlands in 2019,
yep,
they designed this for me. And I created a Facebook group to do a sal for it. And we had about 100 people. There are still some people that are working on theirs.
Yeah.
And
the chart's still available. So.
pardon me. And so, I finished it on my birthday in 2020.
Yes.
And then we began the I'll Be Home sale on the 25th, the day after my birthday in June.
That's right.
And that's how that, so one sale ended, informally, and a second one started up. But I had the middle section done, I think, when we went to the Netherlands. And I took it to the Netherlands to show the twins, and then just paced myself. Aside from, I'm looking across the room, aside from possibly Mother's Tree and One Nation, this is an Angel of the Sea, which is in another room. This is one of the bigger pieces I've had framed. Yeah. And we know where we're going to put it. So we've strategized that all out, and I'm thrilled with this.
Show the people, Pam.
Thrilled with this. Well, I'm going to have to go like this, and I don't know how much of it.
Come down. No. Come down this way.
Okay.
And then move your hands to the right. There you go.
Yeah. Can you see the whole thing?
No, not the whole thing, but you're about as good as you can get.
Okay. My arm is giving out.
So,
help me on
well,
this.
yeah. I offered help, and you didn't want it.
Oh, no, there. Okay, and I'll show you the frame close up.
Yep. And this is stitched, is it 32 count?
Yeah.
32 count Summer Sky Jublin.
Yes.
And in all of the called for colors.
Yeah, all DMC.
Yep.
And as charted, I didn't change anything. A lot of people have substituted words.
Well, they changed the name too, you know.
Yeah, because not everybody.
Not everyone's name is Pam.
So there you go. There's a good close up of the frame.
It's perfect.
It's very, very, very
absolutely
pretty.
Perfect.
Very pretty. So
let's just do the rest of the video.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Pam.
I'm Steph.
But I'm thrilled with
Pam's mane.
Yeah, and this is Pam's mane, and it will.
It looks so good. Here, let's.
What?
I just want to let me hold it. Yeah, so they can see all the parts of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. See? You can see how huge it is. It's absolutely
ginormous.
Ginormous. So it'll be hung tomorrow or the next day.
It'll be hung this week.
Yeah. Oh. So again, of course, thank you, twins, and thank you, Paula, for taking on such a big piece and helping us pick a frame. Yes. And I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to have it back. Yes. I left 2 pieces, Cardinal Points, and Oceanfront Property were left to be framed. So those will be picked up the next trip up. Cool. Which will be in about a month, probably. Cool. Roughly.
Okay.
All right. So
now
it's time for promotions. Isn't that exciting?
I forgot it like the last 2 weeks and nobody said anything. Yeah. So I gotta remember that.
We have our pattern of the week. Yes. From Twin Peak Primitives. Yes. And why don't you explain how that works?
Sure. So every week we look through the Twin Peak Primitives catalog of beauties. And we pick out one that we love that we think that you would love too. And then we tell the twins and they say, okay. And then they make it 20% off for the next week. We did take last week off as both them and I were recovering from Needlework Expo. And so we are back at it with another pattern of the week this week. And so we'll show you what this week's pattern is, and then we'll talk about how you can get your hands on it. So this week's chart is called what, Pam?
This week's chart is called The Hum of Bees.
Yes.
And I just love it. I think we're all looking forward to warmer temperatures. And I know I have a beekeeper friend up in Maine, and he's already out getting his
bees aligned.
Bees aligned, I guess. So the hum of bees seem to be appropriate. And we're going to insert a picture of hum of bees here.
Yay.
And I love the little couple in the middle. I think she's holding a glass of wine.
So that's Pam.
So of course.
Basically.
Yeah.
So if you love the hummabees as much as we love the hummabees, then it's fun to say the hummabees. Then you can get your copy at a 20% discount from the following places. If you'd like a PDF download of the pattern of the week, you can get yours at either the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or their website, both of which are linked below in the description box. Or if you'd rather have a hard copy of the chart, that is totally fine too. But there is only one shop in the entire world of cross-stitch shops that you can get it at a discount this week. And that shop is Threads Entwined, which is an amazing online needlework shop that is in Northern California.
Right.
And so you don't need a coupon code. You don't need to do anything special. You just go and they're already discounted, so you're good to go there. And then while you are there, we also recommend that you check out the Springfield 1817 sampler, which is the pattern that you must purchase if you would like a chance to go to Europe with us in September.
Yes.
Stop doing that. It's making me motion sick.
Oh.
And so all you have to do is buy the chart from any of those places, but only those places. So, and then when you buy the chart, then your name gets added to the list, and then come September, or actually August, is when we will pick a winner to see who gets the golden ticket.
Right.
To
go pick up your pattern, make sure your passport is up to date, and enter to go to Europe with us this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That brings us to
mail call. Okay.
Who's
Are you ready?
On that?
Well, considering I have the whole pile of it.
Oh, that's right.
All of that is haul.
All of mine is haul.
It is. It is. Okay. So, there was one day this week where we got 2 packages, both of which from a Vikki. There was another day this week, and we got 2 packages, and both of which were from someone named Judy.
Wow.
So we had Vikki Day and Judy Day.
We had Vikki Day and Judy Day.
Yes. So let's talk about mail from Judy first.
Yeah.
So we got this lovely card from Judy. Thank you, Judy. And she has I'm not 100% sure, honestly. I think it might be an Etsy. She didn't mention in the note, in the card or anything, but I'm fairly confident that it is an Etsy shop.
Well, you'll check and link it.
I will. Of course I will. But she makes bags, and she sent them to us, which was so lovely. Mm-hmm. And the company is called S-E-W, Cross My Heart.
Right.
And so these are the bags that we got, and these are incredible. Mm-hmm. And this is mine.
Look at that.
Look at
that.
Fox. Look at this fox. And then this super cute zipper pull as well. And then a really lovely soft pink polka dot inside, which is lovely. And then that is the beautiful outside fabric.
Really nice size.
Yeah. It
really
would
nice
fit
size.
11 by 11
11 by 11
well.
will slip right in here.
Slip right in.
Yep. And look at this beautiful thing that she made me.
Yes.
Look at that. All those nautical motifs
it's
and the
so
pinstripe. And cute little zipper pull.
Yeah.
And lovely plain inside. I adore this bag.
It's amazing.
If she sells them online, we will make sure
Absolutely.
to link them.
Absolutely.
But holy cow, Vikki, these are.
Vikki, you mean?
I mean
Judy.
Judy.
Yeah.
Judy.
Judy.
Judy, these
and
are.
It's Judy with an I.
Yeah, Judy, these are lovely.
Yes.
These are just lovely.
Thank you so much.
So thank you very much. Very generous.
Yes. Okay, and then I got a package from my friend Liz Matthews. She always sends a cute little postcard. So, okay. I don't know if you heard, but my friend Liz Matthews, she's real talented. She's really good at cross-stitch designing. It's just something I learned. I thought maybe I'd share. And she just knocked it directly out of the park for Needlework Expo this year. And she is always so sweet and so kind and sends a package of her new releases to me. And so I wanted to show them to you all. I also pre-ordered them through Keepsakes.
Right.
So there is a very high chance that there will be a giveaway.
Yes.
With these items.
For sure.
At a certain point.
Yeah.
We have one planned for today, but stay tuned.
Right.
And so in case you don't know, I will link Liz Matthews' FlossTube down below. She's incredible. And Market or Expo, the first weekend of March, marks our 1-year friendship anniversary. So, because that's when we first met in person, was in March of 2020. And so these are her new releases for Needlework Expo this year. And this was probably the most popular one, I'd say. All of her charts were really popular at Keepsakes, at least, you know, because I'm the one who keeps track of all those numbers and stuff. But the this was pretty high up there. And this is her Dutch sampler collection. And it is a humongo chart. It is 20 pages, and you get charts for everything you see here. So the large one here is the Dutch sampler, and the Dutch reproduction sampler. And then the smaller one is what she is calling flower fields. And then she also has, like the sewing roll here, which she's calling Daisy Sampler. And then you take motifs out of the larger sampler and make all those little smalls. And they're so freaking cute. And she uses,
just beautiful.
And she uses both DMC and needlepoint silk. So it's, look at that. Just look at that. It's so great. And then the next monstrosity, I'm very excited about this. This is Engraver's chart. And this was fun. I mean, I love being friends with Liz for 1,000 reasons, but one of my favorite reasons is to see her process as a designer. And watching her stitch this was really, really, really cool. And I urge people to look at this, and if your first impression is, that's huge, I would never stitch that. Think about the number of alphabets you get with this. And just the options that you have with the alphabets that she gives you. I mean, there's 10 full alphabets and 2 sets of numbers. And there's even, like, symbols. She even includes, like, little symbols, like an ampersand and an up arrow. And like a little heart down the bottom. It's so good. It's so good. So this is Engraver's chart. And love that. And then this lovely piece. I'm so excited. I can't wait to pull the threads for this because it's going to be great. This is Butterfly Cloche. And yeah, this was super popular too. All of her stuff was really popular. And so this is stitched on 40 count as well. And then except these two, I believe she stitched on 36 count, I think. Don't quote me on that. But and this frame is amazing for this. It's so, so, so good. So this is Butterfly Cloche. And she does say that, because people are asking her, what does 1817 stand for? Like, does it represent something? And it doesn't. See how it's, like, this is supposed to be just, like, exhibit number 1817. See the hashtag in front of it? So that's, like, it's like it's in a science museum.
Oh, I see. Like it's a specimen.
Yes, correct. Exactly. Just like it's a specimen.
Okay.
Yes. And then this lovely one, I couldn't pick a favorite between Butterfly Cloche Gather Here. I loved both of them. And this is Gather Here. And I am obsessed with it. I love the stackiness of the font. Like I like that it's not all straight across. And it's stitched with Smokestack by Silken Colors, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is Gather Here. So thank you so much, Liz. I'm so honored. You were so busy, and for you to think of me is so sweet. So thank you. Okay, and then the next piece of mail comes from Vikki. And she lives in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Yes.
And her name is a name I've recognized for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I have to just share this really funny thing that she did. Okay. So inside was this note that says Pam and Steph on it. Okay. And I'm not going to read you the whole entire thing, but she did provide this little illustration, which is so funny. So this says Fox Family, Kittens, Nautical. And then in the note she says, imagine the rest of this page is an adorable greeting card. As you start to open the card, you're greeted with the homey scent of freshly baking chocolate cookies. Okay. Now you can hear a beautiful melodic rendition of America the Beautiful as you gaze in wonder at the different sections of this lovely card. The bottom left side is an adorable family of baby foxes coming out to play for the first time. The middle section is a depiction of kittens chasing butterflies and birdies on a wonderful summer morning. And the final section on the right side is a salute to all things nauticals. Nautical. Anchors, Old Glory. And then she put poopless seagulls and a beach with beautiful shells.
There you go.
The description, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Also, this is everything.
Yeah.
I just love this so very, very much.
Yeah,
so
hysterical.
Regardless of the items in the box, thank you for this note.
Yeah, right.
I love it very, very much.
Right.
So, Vikki was doing a bit of cleaning.
Right.
And she has watched us for long enough to know about Pam and honestly mine love of all things Charles Wysocki. And so she sent us a large flat rate priority box full of Charles Wysocki kits. So you show those ones and then I'll talk about the rest.
Okay. So this one is Antique Shops, which I love.
And these are all Dimensions kits.
Right. Antique Shops.
Look at all, just give me this. Look at all of those French knots.
Oh, yeah.
Look at them all.
But I've been there before. So
I mean, yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, Pam.
This one is called Summer Street Scene. Love it, love it, love it, love the colors.
And all of those houses are negative space.
Right.
I mean, the roofs you stitch.
Yep.
And then you obviously do the French knots of those trees as well.
Oh, of course. And then this is one that I am currently stitching.
Yes.
And it is Summer Haven Inn. You've seen me working on this in the past year.
Yep.
So
good.
That's lovely.
Yes.
Full kits.
Full kits. And then, okay, then these... hold that, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. And then the next 4. Okay. So actually this one I want to show too. This is actually stamped cross stitch. And this is A Peek at the Past.
That's stamped.
Yes.
Yep.
Which I'd stitch that.
Yep.
That's really cool, I think. Okay. So, these next 3, 2 of which are needlepoint, and 1 of which is crewel.
Yeah.
They are full kits. This is needlepoint. This is the crewel. And they are amazing and beautiful and lovely, but neither one of us needlepoint or do crewel.
Right.
So, we're shown to you, and instead of doing like a giveaway for these particular items, if you have any interest, it is first come, first serve.
Right.
So let us know which you can have one or all of them. Right. But whoever comes at us first gets them. Right. So the first needlepoint one is obviously full kit, all the stuff.
Yep.
And this is Nantucket Winds.
Mm-hmm. Needlepoint.
Needlepoint, yes.
Okay.
So the needlepoint canvas obviously comes in there with all of these amazing fibers.
Right.
And then show them the other needlepoint.
The second needlepoint one is really quite something. It's called White House Inn. Look at that. That's essentially full coverage needlepoint.
Yeah.
White House Inn. Okay. Nice. Needlepoint. Charles Wysocki.
Yes.
Okay.
And so either one of those. So the first one is Nantucket Winds, and that one is what that one's called?
White House Inn.
White House Inn. And then the Cruel one is called The Violin Lesson. Mm-hmm. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. Mm-hmm. Lovely. I don't even know where to begin with this. Like, I don't even know what you...
Yeah. I've never done Cruel.
No, me neither. Mm-mm. So, it's amazing. And I want them to go to someone who will want to stitch it. Yeah. And who knows how to stitch it. Because I don't know how to do it. And neither does Pam. Right. So, if anyone is interested in any of these three, Vikki did give us permission to pass them on if we didn't want them. And
just whoever, first come, first serve. Yes. If you want to say, I'll take both of the needle points, I'll take them all, I'll take whatever, you know. But those are the three.
Correct. Then the giveaway for this video, not the actual competition. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is for Summer Haven Inn.
Right.
And because this is cross stitch, it is a completely unopened kit with all of the floss. Yep. You can sell it with Pam.
There you go.
And so this is Summer Haven Inn. So if you are interested in winning this kit, then you need to use the word summer in your comment.
Yeah, easy.
Summer in your comment. And let us know maybe like what you're most looking forward to for the summer, or what's your favorite part of summer.
Anything like that.
Or
if
anything.
you just say summer, you're entered.
Yes.
Okay?
But
and it'll run for a week from the date of this video.
Yes. And you must be over, you must be 18 or over.
Right.
You also must be a subscriber.
Yes.
We will ship anywhere.
Right.
And please do not use the word giveaway in your comment.
There you go. Those are all the rules.
Those are the things. Okay. And that is all of the mail call.
Yes.
And the giveaway.
And the giveaway just slipped in.
Right. There you go.
So now we're going to talk about haul.
Yes. Why don't you go, Pam? I feel like I talked a lot. These people are going to be annoyed by me.
Okay. This is something that I picked up on eBay. And it is a Just Nan. And apparently there was a lettered border series #2. But this is called Summer by the Sea. So, of course, I had to get it.
Of course you did. Look at that little whale.
There's a little whale out there, so there you go.
Yep.
So, and the beach roses all around. So, full kit, or not full kit.
No.
There's the fabric and a couple of overdyes in there. And I just thought it was very pretty, so I bought it.
Because it is.
Yep. And then there was apparently a private conversation between Vikki Gable, Stitchin' Button, and Stephanie, because Vikki got this taco fabric. Okay? This taco fabric. So Stephanie said, oh, here's what you need to do, Vic.
I said, do you have any flame fabric?
She said, because, now, this is going to take you way back. Way back. To episode 6.
Oh, you did look it up? Episode 6? I thought it was episode 2.
6A.
6A. Back when we didn't know how to hitch videos together. Yeah. And we had part A and B.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good old days.
It's a learning curve, people.
It is. It is.
So, 6A, I show a piece called Taco Sampler. It was from Casey Bornegorio, who doesn't design anymore, but made some delightful designs, a lot of which I own, some of which I've stitched.
Yes.
Like the lemon one you showed last week.
Yeah.
Didn't you show that last week?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Not last week. I don't know.
Maybe I was looking at one of our
Yeah,
videos.
I was going to say, yeah.
Anyway, I did a lemon pie thing.
Yeah.
I've done lots of Casey designs. And just the Cliff Notes version is that never leave your magnifier in the way of a sunbeam.
Don't do it.
Because as I was stitching it, it caught fire. So when Vikki found the taco fabric
and showed it to me,
the first thing Stephanie thinks of is
tacos on fire.
Tacos on fire. So this is the outside of the project bag that Vikki made. But look.
Isn't that hilarious?
Love it.
I think that's so funny.
Those are the flames of hell that attacked my taco
sampler.
Right. And she has a cute little needle
it's
zipper pull.
Yes. It's adorable.
Yeah. Oh, it's just adorable.
Yes.
So thank you, Vikki, for putting this together.
Yes.
And conspiring with Steph. And I just think it's super fun.
It's dang cute.
Super fun. Tacos on fire.
Tacos on fire.
6A if you really want to see how far we've come.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Okay. So there's that.
Yep.
And then if you might have purchased the St. Patty's Day mystery box from BeStitchMe and haven't received yours yet, you'll want to fast forward about 5 minutes because I got mine and I'm going to show it.
Yes.
So I got the deluxe level box.
There were different tiers, I guess. So, but
and
you got the deluxe.
It included, here's the list.
Deluxe.
3 pieces of BeStitchMe fabrics in different shades of green. And they're all lovely. So there is pine, which I think is really pretty.
I love it. And you got, did you say 32 count?
Yep.
Okay.
32 count linen,
so
fat
good.
quarter. I'm going to show it on this side.
Yeah.
Show it off. Shamrock.
It's so cool. It looks just like Mountain Dew.
Shamrock. And Lucky.
I love it.
3 very distinctive greens.
Ooh, show them like this. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. That looks good, doesn't it?
Sure does. Sure does.
Okay. We also got, checking my list here, we got some of Brandy's, I got.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't get any.
Some of Brandy's hand-dyed silks.
Yes.
And I got 6 10 yards. This one has the most variegation, and it is not named, but it's got kind of a green and dark blue.
It looks very good. It's dark blue, or is it black?
I think it's a blue. I think it's like a midnight blue.
Okay.
So there's that one.
It's a very St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. This is Pothos.
Love it.
This is Lemon Lime.
Woo!
I said to Steph, looks just like Mountain Dew.
Sure does. Drink to that.
Yep. This is Shamrock.
It's like a spring green.
Yep.
It's lovely.
This has got some good variegation in it too. This is Lucky. You can see the variegation. And this has some slight variegation. This is called Grass. So I got those.
And those are all silks.
And they're all silks.
Silks.
Hand-dyed silks.
Hand-dyed silks.
We also got a pattern called Lucky Norman, who's super cute. Got that chart that I believe Brandy charted.
Yes. Yep, she did.
Also,
It's so cute.
I got a stitch marker with a little shamrock on the end.
So cute.
Green beads.
That's a counter. Oh yeah, stitch marker. Okay.
Yeah, stitch marker. Sorry for the crinkle.
Don't be, Pam. It's fine.
Got a very pretty scissor fob with a shamrock on the end.
So cute.
Long.
Love that. That way you don't lose your scissors.
Yep. These are really cool. These are some, what do we call these? Thumb drops? Thread drops?
Not thumb drops.
Thread drops.
Thread drops.
They're lucite. They're plastic.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
No. Anyway, that's what I do when she orders her Mexican food. I sing like I have maracas in my hand.
Yeah. Aren't you glad we don't film that?
Yeah. Well, we just did. That's why.
Yeah, these are neat as heck.
Yeah. And then
I'd be so curious to know how these are made.
Luck of the Irish.
Like this one is like, sorry, I'm just amazed by these.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Because this one is like, it's like
dull.
No, it's
not clear through.
No, yeah, exactly. See how like this one's clear through? Look.
Yeah.
But like this one is not.
It's opaque.
Yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
It's another new word for you, folks.
Opaque.
And Luck of the Irish, a nice wooden needle minder.
Love it.
That was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, to top it all off...
Oh, yeah.
Money, money, money.
There were $100 bills inside. No, I'm kidding.
6 chocolates. Like the...
Chocolate.
Good.
Now there's only 5. No,
like the gold coins.
And they all say Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And they all say Happy St. Patrick's Day. And
yes.
all of that came in this beautiful project bag made by yet another bag maker.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this beautiful bag. Again, a nice size.
A&D Sewing.
A&D Sewing made these
A
bags.
&D Sewing.
Yep. So, that's
Lovely.
the St. Patty's Day mystery box from BeStitchMe.
Yeah.
And
worth every penny, you'd say, huh?
I was thrilled to get it. Came day before yesterday, didn't it?
Yep. Okay. Sure did.
So,
awesome.
That was my haul.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You almost said you're welcome. Not the right word there, Pam. Okay, so last Saturday after Expo, I was sitting in the parking lot of Wendy's eating my Frosty, and I was perusing Stash Unload, and I saw that a lovely stitcher friend of ours, Judy with a Y this time, she had some fabric for sale, and it was Pictures Plus fabric. And I am all about, bulking up my stash. And so, I got some fabrics, and these were some 36 counts. So this is 36 count earthen, a fat quarter here. And this is 36 count sterling.
That's pretty.
Yes, I like this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is actually 40 count. This is 40 count fresco. So it's like a white, pinky, beige situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, and those are all fat quarters. And then I did get a fat half of 36 count doubloon.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, so Judy also owns, Judy's Project Bags and More on Facebook. So if you just search for Judy's Project Bags and More, she sent a lovely card, and then she also sent, these thread beds that she makes. And this one was mine with all the cute little cats on it. Mm-hmm. And then it's got that fleece on the inside, and then it Velcros shut. Yep. For all of your project thread needs.
Mine was like books of fairy tales.
Yeah.
So books.
Isn't that cute?
Fairy tales with the Velcro closure, and just lovely.
Just lovely.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Judy.
Yep.
Judy's Project Bags and More on Facebook.
Right.
Okay. And then a couple new charts that I got. This is new from Heart and Hand. This is Doodles Spring, which leads me to believe that she will be doing all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And I just think it's really pretty and cute, and I love her colors, all the things. So I got that. And then this is the, I think I showed the February one from this series last week. And so this is the March one from the Cottage Garden Samplings, A Time for All Seasons series. This is part 3, and this is called The First Signs of Spring. And I love it. I love that bird. I love that basket. And all of these are stitched on 40 count ancient from Picture This Plus. And I am on a mission to find some 40 count ancient. So I can get that all kitted up, you know. Okay, so next is my craft gallery haul. So, and it is all fabric. And so what I did this trip, and which is probably what I'll do on trips moving forward, is that I went through my stash of charts, not my whole stash, but whatever, and pulled out charts that I knew that I wanted to kit up. I very, very, very much enjoy kitting. And I love picking out fabric, I love pulling threads, all the things. So what I ended up doing was I took the charts from my stash, I went to Craft Gallery and got fabric for them, or what I could find for them, and then I took them to Keepsakes on Friday and then pulled the threads that we had. So and a huge thank you to Elizabeth Ann again for enabling, but also after our last trip, her and I talked a lot about fabric and like what some of her favorites were, and so I had this list already going, so I kind of knew what I was going in there for. So and so this one I just got for my stash, and this is 40 count sand from Pictures Plus. And this is one of Elizabeth's like favorite fabrics, so I had to get it. Okay, so instead of showing you a stack of fabric, I'm going to show you the charts that and the projects that I'm going to stitch them on. Okay, so the first project is The Winter Is Past. You'll see a theme here. So again, I had all the charts. So Winter Is Past by Blackbird Designs. And the called for fabric is 36 count Oaken, which you know I love. So I got 36 count Oaken and some, not all, but some of the called for threads. And most of the fabrics I got at least a fat quarter on. So I brought all the fabric home, took it to Keepsakes, and did all of the math to find out what I needed for fabric, and then cut it, serged it, and then now I have the rest in my stash. Okay, then the next project is Pink Sparrow Sampler. This is definitely from Liz, Elizabeth Ann, by With a Needle and Thread. I love it. And the call for, which is interesting, is like 30 count parchment or something. No. So I went with 40 count Heartland, which I think is going to look really good. And then these are all of the really pretty threads.
Beautiful.
Look at that purple.
Yeah.
The colors are like, look at that.
Gorgeous.
Look at that. Just so pretty. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And this one is a bit crazy. Okay. You're going to love this, I feel. So this project is out of the Je Suis Noel book. Okay, so I should say that both of the first I've shown, The Winter Is Past by Blackbird and the Pink Sparrow Sampler by With That Needle and Thread, those are both still in print. This is very much out of print. Okay. And this was actually the very first publication, if I'm not mistaken, of 'Tis the Season. And I love it. And so I kitted it. Now, the called for fabric, I mean, this book is many years old because it's out of print, right? So the called for fabric was Pear from Lakeside. Craft Gallery had Pear from Lakeside, but it did not look like the photo, and I really loved the photo. So I ended up going with 40 Count Gray from Weeks Dye Works. Love that. And then it calls for all Belle Soie silks. So I did it. I did it. It's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited. I'm a big kid now. So Lord knows when I'll start it, but it's all ready for when I am ready. I'm gonna put it down here. It's fine. Okay. Here, I'll take that bag off your lap so you don't have to have it on your lap.
All right.
And okay, I'm gonna add 2 more. So this is the bag that Elizabeth Ann made me, actually. Thank you, Elizabeth Ann. I love you. And I have to say Elizabeth Ann. I know that she goes by Liz, okay? I know that. But I have too many friends with the name Elizabeth. I gotta keep them straight. So this project is Christmas Rose from Blackbird Designs. Did I say Joy Sweet Noel by With a Needle and Thread? I think people know it's Blackbird. 'Tis the Season by Blackbird, just in case anyone was wondering. Okay, and the... What'd you say?
I don't remember.
Okay, great. And the called for fabric for Christmas Rose is 36 Count Wren, which is this. It's lovely. And we're out of some of the colors, but I got at Keepsakes what we had.
That'll be pretty.
I think so. I mean, the Blackbird girls, they know what they're doing, you know?
Yeah.
So that's going to be gorgeous. No worries there. And that's why I put it in my Elizabeth Ann bag. Okay, and then my last one. And if you are up to date with Elizabeth Ann's videos, then you know that she recently completed
It's also on the back, yeah. There you go.
this lovely sampler, which is Tiny Treetops, also by Blackbird Designs. It is out of the Sewing Club book, which is still in print. Christmas Rose was just released not too long ago, and Sewing Club was released in 2020, so it is still available. And Tiny Treetops is freaking stunning. And these are just some of the colors. And I'm going to stitch it on 36 count sand, because I think that that's what Elizabeth Ann did, but, and I want to be here when I grow up. So there's just some of the colors. It's obviously not all of them, but it's going to be so good. So that is all of my craft gallery haul, and I just really love kitting things, and I love knowing that they're all there, just like stitch me.
Yep.
And I'm just telling you this right now, people. I'm telling you this right now. If I could have known 4 years ago, that I would love Blackbird Designs this much, I tell you, you're outside your mind.
What'd you say last night to the girls?
I don't remember. I said a lot of things to them last night.
No, but one of the things you said was she's come from
a long way from.
I kissed my cat on the lips
on 14 count pink Ada with 3 threads over 2.
Yeah, to this.
To Blackbird Design samplers, 1 thread over 2 on 36
pretty much
count.
has gone from 0 to 60 in 4 years. Yeah.
So that, my friends,
not to throw shade on any Ada Stitchers or anybody.
No.
You know.
But it's just the transformation has been wild.
Right. It has been wild.
Wild times.
Yeah.
So that is all of the haul.
Absolutely. Add to
cart. We need to practice that.
I know. We haven't got that down
because
quite yet.
You always interrupt me.
All right.
Okay.
As most of you know, we have added a little extra opportunity for people to support our channel in lieu of monetizing our channel. And we've gotten... What?
Wait.
What?
I forgot to mention,
oh,
in the haul portion, just to tie a little bow on the end of that, Craft Gallery does ship. So if any of those fabrics you saw you want to buy, you can call Craft Gallery and they will ship fabric to you.
Oh, ship. I thought you said chip, and I was like,
what are you talking about? No.
Okay.
Yeah, they do mail order.
Okay.
So I'll put their information in the description box below. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but I just want to say
okay.
that. So back to Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah, so we added a Buy Me a Coffee link. It's in the description box below.
Yes.
It is completely optional.
Yes.
But I have to say, the response from all of you that have used that opportunity has been overwhelming. And we want to acknowledge this week's Buy Me a Coffee users.
Yes.
And I'm going to use first names only.
Before we read the names, do you want to explain the general concept?
Well, I thought I just did.
Oh, okay.
I thought I said that we added it to our channel as an opportunity for people to support us in lieu of us monetizing our channel.
But that we're using that as frame to pay for our framing.
Yes, yes. You know, you can change whatever you want to call the show of support, monetary support, from, you know, you can say coffee if you drink coffee. You can say some other kind of stitching gift item. And we thought that because we can roll it back into content like we did today, that we would say, you know, if you would like to support us in framing some of our pieces. Yeah. We were the original FlossTubers who coined the phrase under the bed box or UBB. And somebody even suggested that we call it the Empty the UBB.
Or was it Liberate the UBB?
Or Liberate the UBB. So that's pretty much what it entails.
That's what we're doing, people.
And like I said, it's completely optional, but it is in lieu of monetizing our content. Cool. And some of the comments that have come with the gift have been just wonderful,
incredible.
So, thank you, and we're gonna read some names.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna start.
Okay.
So the Buy Me a Coffee users this week are Ingrid, JNL Family, Karen, Susan, Kay, Vanessa, Cindy, Carla, Susan, and Polly.
And then I get to read the other half. And they are Carol, Katie, Joan, Ann, Karen and Adam, Diane, Sue, Melanie, and Ruthie. And then we also had 5 anonymous donations as well. So thank you all so very much.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you very, very much.
Right. And if you have never used Buy Me a Coffee to support someone putting online content up, there is a link in the description box, and if you click on it, you'll see immediately what it's all about.
Yeah.
So,
yep. There's that.
Plans include me getting my second COVID shot.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Also a couple of doctor's appointments for me.
And we're getting our computer.
We're getting our computer delivered, like we mentioned, so that's exciting.
Yep. And I did want to give a brief update on Expo special orders. So for those of you who don't know, I am an employee of Keepsakes Cross Stitch, which is the local needlework shop here in Cincinnati. It is, it's my job. Pam's retired. And so one of my biggest responsibilities is handling all of the Market Expo pre-orders and special orders. And so I just wanted to let everybody know that boxes have started to arrive at Keepsakes. If you follow Keepsakes on Instagram, you saw the picture we posted on Friday, I think it was, which is very exciting. And so we are going to start... So if you ordered something as a pre-order, we are not going to ship your item until your order is complete. So everything's coming to us piecemeal. So we just... If you're wondering why you haven't heard from us, it's because your order isn't complete yet. Right. And so we don't want to ship twice, 3 times. That's a lot of times for you to have to pay for shipping, frankly. And so we're waiting for your orders to be complete before we either ship them or you come pick them up. And I did want to make that clear because I had a question about that on Instagram. If you live local enough to want to stop in and pick up your order, you are absolutely more than welcome to do that. There's no requirement that we ship it to you.
Right.
I had a local person ask if it was okay if they picked it up, and I said,
Sure.
absolutely, 100%.
Right.
And then also, so starting tomorrow is when we are going to, because we're assuming that more boxes appeared on Saturday. I didn't work Saturday, but I'm assuming that more boxes showed up on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then there will be more tomorrow too. So we're still waiting on our biggest, like most popular designers. And for those orders to arrive, they were quite large. So that's probably why they haven't showed up yet. It's totally fine. I'm not worried about it. And then we can really get the ball rolling on that. And so, we are planning on even working on Thursday, if need be, to get orders processed and out the door to you. And then also, what else was I going to say? Oh, next week, so I had a really great idea from a local stitchy friend, Tony, and she had a great idea about letting everyone know what the top 10 most popular charts that were pre-ordered by Keepsakes customers. And I thought that was a really fantastic idea. And so I would really like to be able to show them to you as I go through those top 10. Mm-hmm. And so as soon as we have all of that in the building, then I will give you, because chances are that I probably pre-ordered them too. So that means they'll be coming home anyhow. And so then we'll do a top 10. I think that would be really fun.
Cool.
So
yeah.
That is that.
Well, that's going to wrap it up. It's been another great week of stitching, and we hope you have had one or are looking forward to one.
Yeah.
So thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us. We hope that you found something enjoyable or funny or inspiring or enabling or just chilled and stitched along.
Yeah.
So we will see you in another week.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.